Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome back to Life Essence, y'all. That's right. I hope everybody's having a smooth 7. That's right. Hey, I know that we got a lot of stuff that's going on out here inside this world, y'all. So we just need to keep our heads up, y'all. Got a couple videos I'm gonna shoot for y'all. Hey, everything inside this video is for entertainment purposes only. Alright.
Seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war.
Well, I told you so. And if you've been following my work, you know I've been warning about this moment for months. Everything I said would happen is happening right now. Americans just struck Iran. Iran retaliated, and the war machine is spinning up. And at that exact same time, they're coming for the last free resources of information, including the AI tools you use, the apps you use to research this truth, including me, including millions of independent creators letting this all out. And this is not a coincidence at all. This is the final move that they planned. Now, let me connect the dots for you, because the media sure won't. And if you go searching, you'll go into a hole. Right, the Iran war. America is striking Iran, and it's not about defense. It's about 3 things. Number 1 is money. The judicial branch didn't side with Trump on key economic policies. So now they're using war to leverage that and print money and enrich the military-industrial complex. And war is always profitable for those at the top and the 13 families. Number 2 is Israel. The war benefits Israel more than anyone. While the U.S. and Iran fight, Israel consolidates power, takes the lion's share of the Middle East control, and continues its genocide in Gaza unchallenged. America is the sword, and Israel is the hand holding it. Number 3 is the next phase. Trump will either die in office or be impeached, leaving J.D. Vance to take over. And Vance will usher in a full techno-surveillance dictatorship. Digital IDs, social credit, AI governance, and that's the beast system in its full swing. Now, this is Revelation 13 in the Bible playing out in real time. And unless Jesus Christ himself intervenes, we're headed into the darkest period in human history. They're coming for free information right now. As I'm recording this, there's a coordinated effort to silence independent voices and integrate AI systems with governmental control. Claude, the AI I've been using to help build this framework that I'm using now to connect the Epstein files and biblical prophecy and to expose Canaanite takeover, is under siege currently. They want Anthropic, the company behind Claude, to hand over user data to implement into the government. And they want to integrate AI with military surveillance. They want to make sure that every tool you use to research and to think and to question is monitored and controlled. And if you think YouTube is a safe route, it's already doing this. Millions of creators, including me, are being forced to hand over private data and face deletion. The platforms you trusted, they're being weaponized. The tools you used to wake up, they're being locked down now. And this is the information war reaching its full stage. They can't allow you to keep connecting the dots. And they can't allow you to see that Epstein's client list connects to the same exact elite running these wars. Modern Israel is not the biblical Israel. It's a Canaanite state. And America is now Babylon. And Babylon is beginning to fall. The system is collapsing. And so they're trying to enslave you digitally before they escape physically. If Claude gets compromised, if YouTube purges independent creators, and if the success is if there's a success in locking down the internet, you'll be cut off from truth. And that's the goal, to keep you blind while they build the cage around you. Now, what must you do right now? And I'm going to be very direct with you. You don't have much time left. Not to prepare, not to wake up, not to choose. And here's what you need to do immediately. Number 1 is get close to Christ in the Bible. Not the church, not the pastors, not the denomination, Christ and the Word. Most churches have been compromised at this point. They're teaching Babylon's gospel. You know, the prosperity nationalism, the Zionism, and the comfort. You need to read the Bible yourself. Test everything you've been taught and hold churches accountable to the actual word, not the tradition. If your church supports this war and they support Israel, and they worship America as God's nation, leave. Come out of her, please. Number 2 is download everything while you still can. My videos, independent research videos, PDFs of the Bible, the framework, documents, the truth tellers work. Save it offline. Print it if you can, because once they flip the switch, it's gone. That's it. YouTube will purge AI with AI and will be locked, and the internet will become a controlled echo chamber. And number 3 is build or join a community of believers outside this system. You can't survive this alone. Find people who recognize the pattern, who align with the source, who are willing to come out of Babylon physically and spiritually. Pool the resources, share the skills, and prepare to live without the system's approval. Okay? And number 4 is stop using platforms that demand your data. If they're forcing you to hand over ID biometrics, your face scans, private information, refuse. Delete the account and walk away. Your digital footprint is how they track you, okay? That's how they control you. And eventually they mark you. And the last thing I'd say is spread this message while you still can. Share my videos, share this video, share the framework, tell people what's coming, okay? Not to scare them, but to wake them up, because once the war escalates past a certain level, the censorship tightens and you won't be able to talk about anything at all. And as for me, I'm gonna keep making videos as long as I can. I'm gonna keep exposing Babylon until they silence me. And I'm going to keep warning you until the platform shuts down or they come for me. And if I disappear, you know what it means. It means everything I said was true. It means they were terrified of what happens when people actually wake up. And it means you have to carry this forward. The Iran war is the beginning of World War III. The AI censorship is the beginning of total information control. The next 6 to 12 months will determine whether you're enslaved in the beast system or free in the covenant community of God's people. And I warned you this was coming. My old videos documented the patterns. The Epstein files, the Canaanite bloodlines, and the prophecy embedded in everything from movies to current events. It was all pointing to here. This moment, this choice. So here's my final warning. Get right with God, get out of Babylon, and get ready for what's coming. Because 2030 isn't the end, okay? It's the birth. And whether you're born into freedom or slavery depends on what you do right now. So there's no red, there's no blue, there's no left or right. There's just center and purple. The war has started. The censorship is about to end, and the choice is yours.
If this stuff is true, we must prepare for war.
Iran's supreme leader is dead. US President Donald Trump says Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed in US-Israeli strikes, writing yesterday, Khamenei, one of the most evil people in history, is dead. This comes as the US and Israel have begun a war with Iran, and the Middle East is on fire as Iran retaliates. Here's what's happened so far. On Friday night, US and Israeli forces carried out coordinated attacks across Iranian territory in what the US military has dubbed Operation Epic Fury. Israel says several senior regime figures have also been eliminated. Iranian state media reports at least 201 people have been killed, including at least 85 at a girls' school in Iran. President Trump says major combat operations are still underway and has repeatedly suggested this is an opportunity for the Iranian people to take back their country. However, he has not made it clear who would run Iran if the Islamic Republic were to fall. Within hours, Iran responded. Missiles and drones were launched towards the Middle East in areas with US bases and allied states, including Dubai, Doha, Bahrain, and Kuwait. Governments are saying they are intercepting incoming missiles. In Dubai, footage shows smoke rising near major landmarks. Iran's foreign minister has called the strikes illegal and illegitimate, but Tehran is open to de-escalation if the US and Israel halt attacks. Meanwhile, US senators are demanding oversight from Congress, and world leaders are calling for urgent diplomacy. After weeks of ambiguity, the US and Israel's objective appears clear. This is no longer about nuclear talks, but about ending Iran's regime. This is a developing story. Follow for more.
Alright, I'd like to thank everybody, man, for following my content, y'all. Watching videos. That's right. And all my subscribers, everyone who like my videos, everyone who been sharing. Make sure that y'all notifications is on so that you all can take and follow all uploads. Alright, and I'll see you on inside the next video.